Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. And this time I thought I have not uploaded a medieval playthrough on my channel, a medieval era Total War playthrough on my channel yet. So I thought I should get one started right now and see how it goes. So in any case, I thought it would be fun to do, since I've been talking a lot about Rome Total War and its mods, I thought that I would highlight the best medieval era mod for Rome Total War, which is Chivalry Total War, which I've talked a lot about on the channel. It was one of my favorites back in the day, and it still is one of my favorites. This mod has a ton of cool factions, a ton of cool units. The game is transformed into a game about the medieval era. Super fun and really interesting mechanics, which you don't really find in a lot of other mods. So in any case, you can see some of the factions you have to play. You have access to here. France, England, the mainstays. Denmark, Poland, Hungary, Castile, Aragon, Sicily. Oh, so the other thing is I'm going to be playing the there are two campaigns in Chivalry. One starts in 1071, right before the Crusades, right after the Battle of Manzikert. It also has the Crusader epoch, which starts in 1099 after the formation of the Crusader states. So you can see Sicily has control of Antioch here, representing the Principality of Antioch. And then probably in another playthrough, not in this one, I'll show how the Crusader state mechanics work in Chivalry Total War, because of course Rome Total War does not have a Crusades mechanic built in, of course, since it's not a medieval era game. Oh, I'll play this on very hard, by the way, but battles I'll keep it on medium, since I believe the mod is balanced that way. And of course France has Edessa, County of Edessa, and Jerusalem as well. So the Crusader states are represented in that way. There are a couple of factions in Chivalry that are listed as being hard or very hard. So most factions are medium, like Castile, Denmark, Poland, France. Those are medium. Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, medium. You have Aragon, which is a hard campaign. The Armenians have a very hard campaign. And also very hard are the Bohemians. I had a subscriber ask me about a playable Bohemia in a medieval mod, and unfortunately I've never played a mod for Medieval 2 that had a playable Bohemia. But of course, Chivalry for Rome Total War does have a playable Bohemia. So you know what? Let's play as Bohemia. And let's lead our duchy to glory. Of course, Bohemia, in this time period, played a very vital role in the politics of Central Europe. Especially, it was kind of sometimes a part of the confederation of states in the Holy Roman Empire, right? But it was a very important duchy, that's for sure. And so we're going to be the Bohemians. And our duke right now is Bretislav Premislid. Please excuse me, I know a few languages. I know some Semitic languages. I know some Sumerian. I know how to pronounce like Latin. I know some ancient Greek. But I don't know Slavic very well. So please forgive me for my Slavic pronunciation, and please educate me if I'm making a horrible mockery of everything. But in any case, Bohemia starts out in a very tough situation in the campaign. So we've got a tiny budget here, a tiny treasury, 2,500 gold. We've got a bit of a budget problem, so we have a negative 564 gold net profit at the moment, which is a big problem, even if I max out my taxes, which I'm actually going to do. I cannot break even. I think I'll be at about break even if I do very high on both, but I want to avoid rebellion. Yeah, so I can just barely break even if I just stay put and turtle. So turtling is not an option for Bohemia here. We have to expand. But in order to expand, you have to conquer territory, right? So to our south and west are our Holy Roman allies, right? The Eastern Franks. So, yeah, we have to stay friends with them. We cannot challenge them at the moment. The other problem for Bohemia is that we start out with just basically enough troops to form kind of a ragtag small army, because we've got spear militia, and these basic archers in chivalry are really terrible. There are good archers in chivalry, good crossbowmen. The Italians especially have good crossbowmen. The English have good longbows. The eastern factions here, Byzantium, the Turks, Armenia, they have good archers. But the standard basic archer unit stinks. And that's what we've got right now. So that's nice. The other thing is the unit we've got to lean on until we can construct better troops, better infantry, are our knights. Our mounted knights are critical. And this is, of course, historical. The mounted knights were dominated the battlefield in this period. So, yeah, these Knizetsi Druzina are our best troops, and we are going to lean on them for quite a while until we can, not quite a while, but for at least a couple of episodes until I can get a handle on this economy and start constructing or recruiting better infantry units than spear militia. But in any case, a spear militia can at least hold the line, and our mounted knights can devastate enemy levy troops with charges. But in any case, we also have a nice emissary here. I'm going to use him as kind of a spy right now to check on this settlement here. So we have Konrad Puch, and he's the prince in, please excuse me, please, Bujishin, maybe Bujishin. Please forgive me. And this province is called Luzice. Please forgive me, please. But in any case, yeah, we've got to get our Bohemian ragtag army together and go after this settlement, because, of course, you see we have our Holy Roman Empires in the west. We've got the Hungarian Kingdom in the southeast, which is more powerful than we are, and we've got the Grand Duchy of Poland, which is much more powerful than we are. So we've really got to think of something here. But in any case, what I'm going to do is we need our king, our duke. We've got to take him out of Olomouc. So 70%, that's the max we can do there for taxes. We've got to get him out of there. We've got to put him over here. That's still in our province, I believe. Yeah, Czechy or Bohemia. So, yeah, Boleslav is our crown prince. You join the army too. Spear militia in Prague. You guys get out of the city. Yeah, 75% public order. Can I send this spear militia as well? Okay, I have to lower the taxes. But that's okay. So we've got our spear militia, keeping our archers as garrisons. Oh, this is the introduction to Chivalry Total War. I will perhaps I'll let you pause it and read this if you would like. So then this is the next part. And this is the last part. Okay. In any case, we've got our ragtag army together. So, there's this building here, land ownership. It's only 800 gold, so it's not that expensive. And it increases tax income by 3%. And it allows me to recruit sergeant infantry, which is better than the spear militia because they have a better charge, slightly better defense, and a better bonus fighting against cavalry. So those guys are better. In any case, I'm going to construct land ownership in both of these provinces. And I'm going to recruit a couple of spear militia because I need more troops. In any case, what I'm going to do here is I think I don't want to challenge this army here. I don't want to besiege them. I can't besiege them this turn anyway. I don't think I can reach them, or maybe barely. But I'd rather they leave the settlement and then I besiege it so I can kind of split their army into two. And that will make them more manageable. One other thing about chivalry is that you can see the sprite here for the army is like a tiny little army. So you have the knights in the front and little soldiers in the back for the infantry. And I actually like the sprites in Chivalry, and you can see the emissary is like this little horse and buggy here. I actually like the sprites. I think they fit in nicely, and you can see they fit in nicely with the unique city models, right? The castle models here. But in any case, I know a lot of people complain about them because they're kind of small and hard to see. But anyway, I look at the flags and I see them. But in any case, let's end the turn and let's get started. So, yeah, we've got a budget deficit. New epic evolves. I'll let you pause this and read it. This is the first part. This is the second part. And this is the last part. Okay. Our cash report, yeah. So our negative cash flow right now is worse than before. So we've got to get started here. So these guys actually left the town and they're headed right for us. So that's unfortunate. On the bright side, a lot of their cavalry don't seem to have joined them, and their knights, their prince's knights, have also not joined them, which is good. So they've got woodsmen, some axemen, and some poor archers, and their cavalry is also not that good. These Slavic raiders, they're not very good compared to our knights anyway. So I think we can actually take them. So let's get this party started. Let's fight the independent Sorben rebels here. The other thing about these rebels in this province, in this particular province I'm looking to take, is that it's pagan. So, of course, there were a lot of pagans in Northern Europe in this time remaining. So, just to showcase the Bohemian units here. So, this is the Knizet Knizetti Druzina, my heavy cavalry, and our Duke here with his nice shield. In any case, let us put our cavalry, or I'll put my better cavalry units on the left, or actually I'll put the Crown Prince on the right, the Duke on the left, and my other prince here, I'll put him also on the left, and he'll kind of serve a plugging holes kind of role. And let's put our infantry in a line, and you can see this is the basic line infantry unit in Chivalry. I think a lot of the Western and Central European factions have access to basic spear militia. Italy has better militia units, of course, just like in Medieval 2. But yeah, this is the basic line infantry unit. We'll get access to better ones as the campaign progresses, as we improve our economy. But in any case, let's check out the enemy army here. Let's see what they're doing. It seems like they're waiting for me. So let's oblige them and march forward. And let's set up our cavalry as well on the flanks. So as I said, in the early game in Chivalry, your knights are really the backbone of your army. So, I mean, the spear militia, even though they are spearmen, these kind of basic levy units in Chivalry, they don't really fare well against cavalry. So even though they are spear units, if you do get them to brace and kind of not get charged badly, they can be effective against knights. But knights will eat these guys for breakfast if you can just get a half-decent charge off against them. And the enemy troops, the enemy doesn't even have spear militia here. They have just some archers, some woodsmen, this basic axeman unit here, and some Slavic raiders. So, okay, it seems like the AI has become active here. So what I'm going to do is I'll set up the infantry there. And I'll actually keep the cavalry by the infantry on the right flank, because the enemy does have quite a bit more Slavic cavalry. They outnumber me on the right. But on the left, I think I can defeat their Slavic cavalry. So I'll keep my cavalry troops moving forward quickly on the left flank. So let's see if we can outmaneuver this enemy army that has numerical superiority and cavalry superiority, at least in terms of numbers. It seems like they're just reforming, so I'll keep moving forward. And if they only come forward with this single unit of Slavic raiders, then I'm going to charge in. I will charge into battle. Infantry, halt. I had a brain issue there. Please halt. So let's set these guys up here and run. As you can see, Chivalry changes the UI completely here. So let's brace. Hopefully that charge isn't too bad. And no, it's not. No, it's not. We have handled that charge pretty well. And our cavalry has charged into their Slavic raiders here. Our knights are taking them down. I'm hoping it looks good on the right flank. It seems like our spear militia is handling the Slavic raiders pretty well. Let's reform our battle line here. Okay, so we've got to charge in from the left and put some pressure. And we've got to do that quickly. Because yeah, they're doing some major damage to our spear unit there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redirect this cavalry unit in to support our spearmen there and kind of plug up the hole that's being created here. So spear militia, please charge in, support the infantry, keep the battle line going. Okay, we got that Slavic cavalry. Got them to rout, so let's hopefully rout their other Slavic raider unit. And let's have our spear militia charge at their axemen there. Let's save our Duke's cavalry for just a moment here. Oh, so our... Okay, seems like we did very well against their Slavic raiders. Very good. Oh, and we got their general to rout with our knights coming in to support our infantry. All very good. That's all very good. So let's quickly reform our battle line here. Let's reform the battle line on the right there. And let's set up our other prince's cavalry to support the right flank. And I think we will have the Duke charge in at these axemen, charging down the hill. This should be a devastating charge. So let's, since I'm showcasing this, oh, we've got to get our, you know what, I'll have these knights charge at these Slavic raiders, because these Slavic raiders are kind of separated from the main army. So yeah, if I can rout these Slavic raiders, that would really help a lot. So let's take a look at this cinematic charge here. Let's go. Oh, he flew 20 meters into the air. That was nice. Okay, excellent charge. Excellent charge there. So let's, our spear militia is doing very well by itself there. Of course, we also have a bit of a height advantage here, which bodes well for us. So let's get our infantry moving in closer. Our knights are getting kind of surrounded there. So I'm going to bring in, get my other knights to quickly charge my remaining knights. Okay, so the Duke is pursuing. Very good. And Duke, go after these, or I should call Bretislav. Bretislav, please. Go after the... Oh, they're routing. Oh, but the Slavic raiders have surrounded my other knights here. So, Bretislav, quickly. Quickly charge in and save them. My other prince is moving in quickly. Okay, good charge. Hopefully we can get them to rout. There you have it. So, again, we leaned on our knights, and our knights brought us victory. So basically this army was mostly levy bad stuff. Not good units. And due to that, we were able to overwhelm them with our superior quality troops. And that's that. So their Slavic raider cavalry is pretty fast. They're going to be able to get away. And their Slavic raiders, you saw their stats. Their stats are not so bad. But again, they're just kind of like light levy cavalry. Good against levy infantry or archer units, but not they're not able to stand up to an assault of knights or heavy cavalry. Let's fast forward this chase. And let's get our other cavalry in the mix here. But yeah, this battle turned out pretty well. We only lost 18% of our troops. So we did lose a bunch of troops, a few more than I would like. But all in all, considering we were outnumbered, we did pretty well. Again, the enemy's mistake here was they left their knights in their city. So now their army got completely routed. And I can go besiege their city, which is defended by lonely knights. Captured shield. Battle victor for Bretislav, the Duke of Bohemia. Excellent. I could have sworn that his command was 3. But in any case, let's besiege this town. And the town, again, just has the knights here. Mala Druzhina, again, just heavy cavalry. So, yeah, I should be able to assault the city and take it pretty quickly. So let's have our emissary scout out this territory up here. There should be a settlement somewhere around here, in Polabia. So again, this settlement is pagan. So that is going to be a public order problem. But next turn, my spear militia will be recruited in Prague, which will help a lot in terms of having enough of a garrison to hold this new province until I can convert it. And of course, the other problem I have is that my budget is not good. So yeah, it's going to take some time before I can convert any settlement. But let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay, so a suitable husband for Judith. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's you know what? We need more knights, so I'm not going to refuse. And he'll help with morale, or not morale, with public order in this town after I take it. In any case, so we've got spear militia, and we've got a new prince in Prague. So let's take him out of Prague, have him join the troops. In Prague, we are also recruiting another unit of spear militia, which I was able to sneak in before our treasury turned negative. And next turn, of course, we'll also have our land ownership buildings constructed, which will give us new units to train, as well as the tax income bonus of 3%, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it will help, especially once we take this settlement. So in any case, I think we should assault the city. So definitely not doing auto-resolve on this one. We're going to surround his knights and overwhelm them. Because, yeah, as I said in Chivalry, in the early game, knights are definitely quite powerful. as they should be. Okay, so let's get our troops together. So yeah, we've got 4 units of knights of Druzhina heavy cavalry, which is very nice. So I'll put them in the back here. So you can also see this is a very nice, unique settlement here. One of the many unique types of settlements developed for chivalry. And I actually like them quite a bit. I like them more than some medieval 2 settlement designs. They're just they feel very medieval, very quaint. But in any case, let's fast forward this as our spear militia breaks down their palisade here. Almost there. Okay. So I'm probably, because the enemy only has 1 unit of knights, I'm probably just going to move in with my knights and overwhelm them, because there's no need for me to lose any troops that I would have to retrain unnecessarily. And especially the king has 71 knights, Druzhina, in his retinue, and these guys are going to be able to overwhelm the enemy knights, I think. But I will have him supported because our enemy, Conrad Puch, has good experience and good command. So I'll probably charge with the Duke. I'll charge with the Duke's knights. And then if the Duke has any trouble, I'll move in with my other units of knights. So Spear Militia, you've done your job for this battle. So let's move into this lovely town here. And let's charge. They've got 40 knights, so I'll bring my Crown Prince's knights. I'll put him on the left flank. And then if necessary, he will charge in from the flank and defeat the enemy. So the enemy seems like they don't want to do a countercharge. They're bracing. Okay, they countercharged. But it seems like we're doing okay. But I'm going to have to charge in on the flank in any case. I really like these little citadels. It just adds nice a nice atmosphere here. Feels very medieval. So let's get our knights into position. And let's charge from the flank. Let's get a nice view here. Yeah, now that was a good charge. Excellent charge. So our first charge was kind of disrupted by this well, annoyingly. But this charge was good. Yeah, the enemy is already pretty much done. And Conrad Puch is finished. Clear victory. I only lost 7 knights, and they will, of course, be replenished very nicely. And the other reason I didn't want to lose any infantry in this battle is because I don't have the money to retrain anybody. Let's enslave the populace here. So we've got a bit of a problem. Yeah, public order is bad, but now it's at 70%. I really have got to repair this palisade as soon as possible. So our finances are not good at the moment. Actually, you know, I really don't have the funds to construct another, or to recruit another spear militia here. So I think I will, but you know what? I need it. I need it. In any case, yeah, let's end the turn, I suppose, and see what happens. I can't really move anybody because of public order issues, so I'm going to end the turn and let's see what happens. Poland wants to trade. I'm fine with that. I could use some more trade at the moment. Okay, so we found this settlement up here. Independent Pommern. Oh, but we didn't find the settlement in Polabia. In any case, so we've got land ownership constructed, which is very nice, but our profits are still bad, which is not good. Yeah, it seems like we have to go and conquer this settlement up here. Szczecin. I gave it a try. But in any case, this is another pagan settlement. So I'm going to need all hands on deck to control it. If we take a look at our settlement details here, actually, this settlement should not be pagan. I don't know why it's pagan. I've really got to construct these holy site. This holy site here, this holy site will help indeed. But in any case, things seem to be okay. Our only problem, again, is our budget. But let's increase our taxes just a little bit because I can afford to do that in Prague. Public order is still okay. And then in this settlement, oh, things are getting worse. That's not good. Okay. So if that's going to be the way it is, if I can't control this settlement, what I'll do is I will leave the city. And then I'll let it rebel. And then I'll just take it back. And you know what? If you guys are gonna be that way, I'll increase the tax rate. So I'll actually break even economically. Well, not really. But in any case, yeah, Bohemia is a tough campaign. In any case, I will leave this settlement like this. And then let's see what happens next turn. I'll leave my army next to it, so in case next turn after the riots, I can reoccupy the settlement and have things be okay. That would certainly be welcome for me. But anyway, let's end the turn. See what happens. So we've got buildings damaged, not looking good. Not looking good at all. So even going for a low tax rate, this building has also been damaged. If I, oh, okay. So now things seem to be all right. Very good. So let's get our tax rate up, since we can get it up. And now our finances are still not great. Still not great, but we've got another unit of spear militia in Prague, which is nice. And actually, I would like to take him out of the city. Yeah, things are still okay. So I'll take him out of the city, move him here into my new city, and perhaps I will prepare to launch an attack on this province up here. So I really have to find, yeah, there it is, Polabia. And is this settlement Christian? Yeah, it's Christian, which is nice. So that's good. That's a rebel settlement, and it's a good avenue of expansion. And I still don't have to declare any war on anybody, which is good. In any case, I've got a pretty good army here in Besieging. So things are looking okay. Again, the only problem is our budget, our economics. In any case, let's end the turn here, hope the rioting stops. And then I will get my troops together and move north against Mecklenburg. And then against Szczecin. But Mecklenburg first, because it's Christian, and because Polabia has a border with me, and this province does not. So our cash report again is not looking great. So we've got to get this under control quickly. So we've got the Duke. Let's get the Duke out of the city. Let's lower the tax rate because we just can't afford it. Let's get some spear militia out of the city into the army. And our public order is still pretty good, all things considered. So let's take a couple more out. Still good enough, I think, to remove one more spear militia. I was wrong. Come back. Okay. Can't remove that spear militia. Let's go take Mecklenburg. Okay, so we just got ambushed by... Okay, so this is a bit of a problem here. These guys, they have better troops. They have more troops and they have better troops. So most of them are the same kind of levy, not so good units. The woodsmen, the archers, and the Slavic raiders, which we saw were not great in the last battle. But they've also got Lithuanian cavalry. And this Lithuanian cavalry is better. They're kind of like the medium, the Cappadocian cavalry of Northern Europe here. So, let's beat them. And I think we can beat them. All we have to do, it would have been nice to have that other unit of spear militia, but our spear militia is definitely better than their infantry. So we've got 4 units of spear militia. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I think we'll be able to hold them off. And again, like the last battle, we've got... Actually, unlike the last battle, we only have 3 units of knights. Actually, I'm sorry. It was 3 units of knights in the last battle. But as we saw, the Duke can handle himself with his 86 knights. So what I'm going to do is actually, due to the nature of this battlefield, where the right side has the height advantage, I'm going to keep this unit of knights, the prince, behind the infantry to support in case the enemy tries to overwhelm with Slavic and Lithuanian cavalry like they tried to do in the last battle. And I'll have the Duke and the Crown Prince on the right flank to do a devastating charge. As we saw in the last battle, the decisive moment was when the Duke charged and really crushed their infantry on the left flank, their supporting infantry, and that caused a mass rout. So let's start this battle, and let's get this party started. So the enemy's coming forward. Let's keep our cavalry behind on the left flank, and let's set up the Duke on this height here so that we maintain the height advantage for our cavalry. And this section will be a good area for our infantry to defend. So I'll put them in guard mode. Let's see what the enemy tries to do. It seems like the enemy again wants to kind of overwhelm with cavalry on the flank. So I'm going to countercharge with the knights. We'll see how their Lithuanian cavalry matches up. If absolutely necessary, I will move the Crown Prince's knights to the left and support our cavalry. But in any case, let's see how this goes here. We have the height advantage, which is very nice, and we've also got a good charge off. Very nice. Very good. Our charge, I think, will make the difference in this engagement. Okay, so the enemy Lithuanian cav is moving in. Charge the spear militia to support our outnumbered knights. Okay, so the enemy Lithuanian cav is pulling back. That was a successful engagement here. Let's keep our knights charging after their Lithuanian cav. Let's see if we can hit them from the flank. Very good, another good charge. So that's very good. So our spear militia is now guarding against their Lithuanian cavalry. I like this Lithuanian cavalry's little square shield. It's an unusual shield for cavalry. Lithuanian friends, is that accurate? But in any case, yeah, let's keep going. If our knights can make these Lithuanians rout, that would really be nice. Okay, so let's countercharge. Countercharge against these axemen, and these ones. And, okay. Crown Prince and Duke, let's charge their Slavic cavalry on the right flank, and hopefully we can cause their right flank to collapse, as we were able to do to their left flank in the last battle. Again, an excellent charge. We've got the height advantage. Their Slavic raiders were caught off guard. Okay, so our spear militia in the countercharge were able to kind of hit them from the flank, their woodsmen. And yeah, they are routing, which is very nice. Our spear militia here is taking pretty heavy damage from their Lithuanian cavalry. But in any case, I hope our knights can finish off their Lithuanian cavalry on the left so that we can quickly move in. Okay, so the Duke was successful in his operation there. Our spear militia again overwhelmed their levies in the front. So let's keep our spear militia hitting their cavalry. Let's have the Duke and the Crown Prince hit their archers, which shouldn't pose much of a threat at all. Our knights on the left flank are still doing pretty well. Our spear militia lines are holding exceptionally well. Okay, so the enemy general here is causing some damage. So let's get the Crown Prince to hit their archers that are in the back and harassing us, and let's get the Duke to hit their general. And our spear militia are combating. Let's remove guard mode because it has no use right now. For these units in any case. For this unit it's still important. Okay, so our knights were able to rout their heavy cav. So let's get our knights into position. Okay, the Duke is successfully getting their general to pull back there. Let's get a nice charge off at the general. Let's surround the general. And perhaps if we can cause the general to rout, that will cause a mass rout of their forces. Okay, our spearmen are doing well. We've just got to hold back their Lithuanian cav. Okay, the Duke was successful. Let's have the Prince keep pursuing their general. Okay, our Crown Prince successfully wiped out their archer force here. But let's have him keep chasing them off the battlefield. And I think our Duke can handle the rest of the enemy forces. So let's get those Lithuanians. Our spearmen bravely are holding off the pretty good Lithuanian cavalry. And the Lithuanians are broken. Excellent job by our knights. And let's that's another nice victory. So let's run them down. That was a tougher battle than the first one. But all things considered, that was the best we could do. Crown Prince, where are you? So let's try to chase down as many of the enemy troops as possible. So that we don't have to fight another big battle with these guys. Okay, so these woodsmen are getting cut down. The carnage after the rout. And our knights are doing pretty well in terms of chasing down the routing enemies. Let's zoom out quickly here and see what else we have. Okay, we've got a couple of axemen there. So let's get them. And that should be the end of the enemy army. Bye-bye. Very good. So now hopefully we can take Polabia. And the enemy army was completely routed. Very good. And we did lose a bunch of infantry in that attack. But in any case, we had no choice. Let's maintain the siege. Oh, there's another army here. Okay. That's tough. I'm not sure if my army will be able to defeat this army in conjunction with the pretty strong unit of knights in this settlement in Mecklenburg. So I'm going to have to think about what to do here. Perhaps, so I suppose that was the army of this settlement here, Szczecin. So if the enemy attacks me, I might retreat and then fight them after I retreat so that their knights don't join them in battle. I definitely don't want to face knights in an open field battle when they have that much numerical superiority. But in any case, yeah, let's end the turn and see what the enemy does. And if they don't try to attack me, I will be very confused. So let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay, so that's exactly what I thought would happen. Yeah, and I can't... Okay, so they don't have Lithuanian cavalry, but they have more troops. So in conjunction with this general, I don't want to fight them. So let's retreat. And we have the same problem. So you know what? We have to fight this battle. I don't know why my retreat was so tiny. But in any case, I think what I have to do here is I have to play offensively. I know I have the numerical disadvantage, but I have a big advantage in terms of troop quality, and because this is an open field right now, my knights should be able to quickly overwhelm the enemy troops. And you see, once my knights get a good charge off, in chivalry, at least in the early game when you're fighting a bunch of levy kind of poor quality armies, you can cause a mass rout pretty quickly. So let's the enemy reinforcements, the enemy knights are pretty far away, so hopefully I can rout these guys as quickly as possible. Okay, so here's what I'm hoping happens. I'm hoping their infantry and archers go after my infantry, my spear militia, which are in guard mode here. My spear militia should be able to hold off their axemen, while my knights charge and defeat their not so good cavalry. And that should be that. It seems like the enemy cavalry is moving all of their forces against the Duke on the left here. So I'll reform there, and I will use the Crown Prince's knights to charge, to do my devastating flank charge on the right flank. So let's set up those troops. And let's get a countercharge going here on these Slavic raiders. And if the other enemy Slavic raiders join in, I will charge with the Duke's retinue. Okay, so let's move in with our infantry, which can definitely hold the line. Yeah, we can definitely hold this battle line. And I'm going to charge in with the Duke after I bait them. Okay, so the Slavic cavalry are coming, so let's countercharge their Slavic cav. Very good. Okay, so let's pause here and take inventory. I should have charged in more quickly. Okay, our spear militia are doing just okay on the right here. In the middle, they're holding, sort of. And our other unit of spear militia, yeah, this unit is caught in a pickle here. We definitely don't need guard mode right now. And our other unit of spear militia, yeah, we've got to charge in with our knights, our crown prince. Hopefully cause a rout over here. If we cause a rout here, I think we can get them to mass rout on the right flank. So let's move in. Please hold. Okay, our knights on the left need help, so I'm hoping the Duke can rout their general. Excellent charge on the right flank. Good, that caused a rout of one of their units. Both of the woodsmen are routing now. Excellent, so let's get our infantry to keep hitting them there. Okay, and the Duke was able to hit their general there. That was pretty epic. And the enemy knights are still far away, but they're in the horizon. They're getting closer. So let's have our prince's knights keep charging their Slavic raiders there. Let's have the Duke countercharge at these Slavic raiders trying to flank. Okay, this unit of spear militia is in trouble. But we've got to get these guys to mass rout here. Okay, spear militia doing okay. Okay, very good. Very good news. Okay. Big problem here. Our knights are getting overrun there. We've got a countercharge with the Crown Prince. And our spear militia have got to countercharge their woodsmen. Come on, guys. Okay, our Duke is holding pretty well. Okay, and our flanking has caused another mass rout. This spear militiaman is the last one in his unit. So, excellent job holding the line, one spear militia. Okay, so I'm going to have our... Okay, I've got to have our Duke. Wait a minute. Okay, so our Crown Prince was supposed to help our other knights here, but he seems to have gone off and done his own thing. Okay, but I've got to figure out what to do about these knights. So I've got to keep our troops together. Can't afford to lose. Okay, let's get these woodsmen, and then I'll charge these archers. Excellent job here, guys. You guys hit the archers. Duke hit their general's unit again. They don't seem to know when to quit. Okay, let's chase down as many of these archers as we can. Okay, so this is a problem here, these woodsmen. Let's keep our spear militia after those woodsmen. Okay, we've got our heavy cav doing what they're supposed to do. I'm going to send the Duke to hit these raiders that don't seem to know when to quit. Unfortunately, the Duke's cavalry are tired, so I'm going to have him rest. Okay, Crown Prince hit the woodsman. Okay, the enemy axemen are retreating from the spear militia. That's good. We won't be able to chase down everybody in this battle, unfortunately, but it's just because there's too many of them. We did lose a bunch of infantry, but we were able to cause the mass rout we were looking for. So let's have the Duke charge at the enemy heavy cav general's unit, and then I'll have my prince's knights charge the enemy flank once he's done mopping up these light cavalrymen. Even though these knights are exhausted, so that's unfortunate. The Crown Prince... Okay, finish mopping up these archers, and then you can help flank the enemy as well. Okay, so now we're just winded, so let's do a full-on charge. Let's see if our Bohemian cav can overwhelm these Polabians. If we can kill this prince here... Okay, let's get our cavalry into position. Crown Prince. Let's flank the Polabians here. We've lost 42% of our forces, so we did lose a bunch of troops, unfortunately, and that's going to make it more difficult to hold this region once we capture it. But in any case, there was not much else I could do to play this battle much better. If you have any ideas, I'd like to hear them. Okay, so let's get our Crown Prince set up. And let's hit these heavy cavalrymen from the back. Excellent. Excellent charge. So let's get their prince. He has nowhere to run this time. Okay, so let's hit these archers, and then the other archers with my cavalry unit there. Okay, he's routing. Oh, it seems like he's getting away. And I don't think we'll be able to catch him. That's unfortunate. The coward. Let's fast forward this. Yeah. So we got as much of their infantry as we could run down, and their prince escaped. But all things considered, a very nice battle. Oh boy. Why? Who are you? Well, let's do it again. Okay, in any case, our Bohemian knights are really experienced now, especially this prince. Here, he has very experienced knights. Okay, we did lose one unit of spear militia. But in any case, let's set up the same way. Duke on the left, Duke and Prince on the left, Crown Prince on the right. Okay, so this enemy army seems to be similar in composition to the previous ones. And I think, mercifully, this is the last one. This is the last army like this. So let's set up our knights, get them in position. And again, our knights, hopefully, can defeat their Slavic raiders while our spear militia hold off the enemy infantry. And then we can be able to... it seems like the enemy cavalry always tries to move to one flank, which leaves the other flank open to a devastating charge from knights, which won us the first couple of battles pretty easily. So hopefully we can do it this time as well. The only problem is the enemy has even more Slavic cavalry this time. So let's, you know what? What is the enemy planning? It seems like this time their battle setup is a little different. Do they want to charge with their woodsmen? It seems like they do. So let's oblige. Excellent charge. Yeah, that charge was devastating. These levy axemen cannot resist a charge from knights. So that on their part was just foolish. As expected. So let's see what the next enemy plan is. Okay, so it seems like the enemy's confused, which is not surprising. And if their cavalry charge up the middle, then I'll just flank them again. My heavy cavalry advantage is really devastating. So you know what? Let's charge from the right, because the enemy has grouped up here. So now I can get a really good charge off at a whole bunch of their units. Excellent charge. We already caused a rout there. Very good. So let's hit the rest of their units there. Excellent. Let's charge with the Duke. And let's charge with the Prince on these archers here that are supported by Cav. Duke, charge their cavalry there. Okay, infantry, come join the fun. We need your support. Okay, so the enemy... Okay, very good. The enemy's getting overwhelmed by the quality of our troops. Let's bring our Cav back. Okay, our infantry's getting hit pretty hard up the middle. But let's overwhelm their general. Okay, Duke. Let's charge here. Infantry, charge on the left side of their Slavic Cav here. They're overwhelming our spear militia, so we have to move quickly. Okay, our prince is chasing down their troops here. Keep them routing so they don't come back and try to overwhelm us again. Okay, very good. Hit them. Hit them as hard as you can. Okay, our Duke got a bit flanked there, but we flanked them. And Slavic raiders are falling all over the place. This is getting messy. Okay, knights, keep moving. Okay, very good. Okay, our knights are successfully charging their Slavic raiders again. Unsupported, they stand no chance. Okay, our knights in the middle are really outnumbered here. But we're still doing okay. But we've got to get their general. Okay, excellent. Slavic raiders are flying all over the battlefield. That's just the power of Bohemian knights. And that was another pretty successful battle, all things considered. A lot of their Slavic cavalry got away, but in any case, I think that turned out pretty well. Again, similar strategy. We pinned, well, this time we didn't have to pin them down the middle. The enemy kind of came at us in waves, right? They came at us with the lone unit of woodsmen at first, and then they bunched up their cavalry on the right there, and my charge was able to really devastate their right flank before my infantry even engaged with their battle line. So, yeah, that was nice. Okay, so these guys got away. But let's finish this chase down, this pursuit. And yeah, that pursuit is over. Duke, go get this other unit. Okay, got him. And very good. That's an interesting pursuit there. He's being pursued while running behind my knights. So how do we solve this problem? Well, we bring in some more knights, of course. There we go. I was actually really concerned when that battle started. I didn't think there would be another stack there. But our experienced Bohemian army defeated them. So that's excellent. Okay, so we've got public order problems. Let's lower the tax rate there. Yeah, I've really got to repair the castle and the walls. But in any case, yeah, now we have a profit. So we've got a pretty good situation here. We've got a profit. The enemy armies have routed. And this settlement here, which is pagan, so I'm going to need a bigger garrison. This settlement here only has a unit of knights there. So actually, yeah, that was a pretty good battle, famous battle. But yeah, so the thing at the start of this Let's Play, we had 2 provinces, Bohemia, and we had a budget deficit, not a huge one, but a difficult one to climb out of. We had limited troops. We had public order problems, but we were able to solve pretty much every single problem in episode 1. So yeah, this Let's Play is going pretty well. In any case, I think I will end this episode here. Yeah, and let me know if you enjoy the medieval era. Do you like the medieval era? Do you like the Roman era, the late Roman era, the Dark Ages, the Empire period? Let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite period? What kind of Let's Play would you like to see after I'm done with my late Roman period series? I'll have a new episode up soon of that Invatio Barbarorum Ruina Romae, and I will keep going with this medieval series as well. I've done pretty well actually in episode 1, better than I thought I would do at this point in the campaign. But in any case, I'll end the episode here. And let's see, do you want me to declare war on Poland or Hungary? Because I don't fancy taking on the Holy Roman Empire at the moment. But after building up the economy, I think I'll be ready to expand even more. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.